let's try it again. Okay. Let's try it again because these people are talking and oh my god! And the audacity. No. Okay. Hello. Wait, let's try it again. Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, okay? I'm Crystal, and this is my channel, Makeup Mental. We're gonna just jump right on in. I'm saying this right now, okay? I'm saying this right now at the very beginning. This video is going to be all over the place, all right? I'm telling you this now. I'm telling you this right now. Just walk with me. Just walk with me. Just walk with me. Hear me out. There were, I want to say, okay, so right now, let's, wait a second. Right now, I believe this is Friday, May 22nd. Friday, May 22nd, as of me, as of now, me recording this. May 2nd, I believe it was when a lot of jobs were lost with Spirit Airlines. I want to say 17,000. I think they said it was 17,000 or 17,000 plus people lost their jobs due to, Spirit Airlines and shutting down and all that, shutting down all operations, okay? And that happened May 2nd, okay? That happened May 2nd. Okay, so let's go back in time just a little bit. So with Spirit Airlines, according to my research, there were 2 other layoffs, I believe January 31st and then March something. Okay, yes, so I was correct. I was actually correct. So we've got January 31st, 304 workers in New York. And then it says March 15th of this Western year, a small layoff in Las Vegas. So I was correct. So there were 2 smaller layoff events that took place, and then there was the major shutdown, right? Here we are today. It has been a few weeks, okay? It has been a few weeks. However, okay, so James Charles, if you're not familiar with James Charles, you either have not been in the beauty community for a while at all, or you simply steer clear of the drama, which is a very good thing. Well, I don't want to say you steer clear of the drama, because even when you're minding your business, James will make his presence known through a headline, through social media, whatever. Anyhow, okay, so apparently, right, within these 17,000 or 17,000 plus, employees simply being, laid off or whatever from their jobs because of the shutdown, there was a former Spirit employee or Spirit Airline employee, I don't know how I want to word that exactly, a former employee, okay, a former employee from Spirit Airlines, right, decided to message James Charles asking for money of some sort, hey, I just lost my job, can you help me out with some funds, so on and so forth.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled and you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. What?
Now, okay, first of all, the state of the economy at the moment, or in this economic climate, okay, as they say, this economic climate is the worst in the US of A, okay? Or if not the worst, I want to say this economic climate currently is not the best, especially, all right, especially in the USA or in the United States of America. So instead of him simply saying no, all right, which he could have, instead he made a video mocking her or this individual. I can't recall if the individual was a woman or a male or a they or them. I'm not exactly certain. However, James decided to make a video mocking said individual, you know, and it was almost as though he was seething at the mouth. It was almost as though he lived, it was almost as though he lived for that moment to mock this particular person who had just lost their job, by the way. So he says that, you know, you copied and pasted this, you don't even follow me, you know, so on and so forth. And then he had the nerve to say, girl, okay, girl, whew. mercy, mercy, mercy. He had the nerve to say something to the extent of something about, you know, you're white, able-bodied, and pretty or something, or white, pretty, and able-bodied or something, like you are in much better positions than other people. And I just feel like, I don't know if I want to say irony or unirony. I don't know. You know how people be like, this is ironic, this is unironic. I don't know which one I want to use right now. But I just feel like off the dome, I'm going to say, when I say off the dome, I mean off the top of my mind, off the top of my head. Off the dome here, I'm going to say the irony in which he speaks, right? The irony in which he speaks. He says, you're white, you're pretty, and you're able-bodied. Okay. The audacity, okay? The audacity of it all, okay? The audacity of it all. The audacity, the goal, the withdrawal, all of it, okay? All of it. You could have just said no, okay? You could have just said no. Sister girl, okay? Sister, you could have easily, he could have easily said no. Why did you have to call her out of her name? Why did you have to, okay. I'm coming back down, I'm coming back down. I'm coming back down. Okay, he could have said no. He did not have to call her out of her name. He did not have to make a video and press publish or press, I don't know, what is it, post or something. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to, he didn't have to do that. He did not have to do that. Again, I ask, okay? Again, I ask, why did he have to call her out of her name though? Like, why did he have to call her out of her name? I could barely, let me be honest. Let me be honest. I could barely finish the video, okay? I could barely finish the video, but I forced myself to watch the video just so that I can authentically feel the emotions of like disgust, you know, or being triggered, or simply anger, right? Like simply anger in general, okay? In general, just to see if I were to overreact, or if I had overreacted to like the emotions that I felt watching his video, or to like see, I don't know, or to see if I had like too much sympathy or too much empathy, or whatever word I want to use in this moment. Turns out, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my gosh, girl, are you ready? Turns out I do have empathy, all right? Even sympathy, again, if that is the word I want to use. And I guess I am too sensitive, okay? Maybe I am too sensitive as a person. That simply was uncalled for, and not only was it uncalled for, it simply was not nice, okay? It was not nice. That's not nice. You don't talk to people that way. I'm almost positive that James would not let anyone talk to him that way, or I'm almost positive that James would not let anyone talk to him that way, let alone would James even like to be spoken to in such manner. I don't think so. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Again though, apparently I might be sensitive, okay? Apparently I might be sensitive or too sensitive or whatever they call people these days, because what in the entire fuck was that? Like, what was that? What in the entire fuck was that? If you've seen the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about. The absolute, okay? I'm trying to hold back my emotions. I really am. But they might just come through, all right? They might just come through. The absolute disgust I felt upon watching that video. When listening to him speak in such a way. His mannerisms, I guess you could say his cadence, okay? And simply, all right, simply the mockery of a struggling people. The mockery of struggling people I was absolutely disgusted. Some people, right? Some people on these internet streets or interwebs, right? World Wide Web, right? These WWWs. Some people are saying that they get it, right? Or he has a point. But hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just hear me out, girl. Just hear me out. So whatever happened to, could he not have simply said no? Or better yet, oh, okay. Could he not have simply ignored the message? I don't know. These are things that are coming to mind. These are things that are coming to my mind at the moment. I just want to know as well. Like, I stress this. I'm stressing this, okay? Or I'm emphasizing it, whatever. Did he have to call her out of her name? No, he did not. James did not have to call that woman or that person or, you know, they, them. James did not have to call that person out of their name. Did not whatsoever. Because I just feel like this. Again, I said it prior and I'll say it again. It's simply like this. Reality check, Miss Girl. Reality check, Miss Girl. You would not want anyone speaking to you in such a way. You would not. You absolutely would not. It's just not nice at all. People who are struggling in general, right? People who struggle in general, but especially during current times, all right? Like, especially during current times, are embarrassed, all right? They are embarrassed about their situations. They either are embarrassed, they don't want to speak up, okay? Especially in current modern times or currently modern day, they don't even want to bring them up, let alone reach out to someone, okay? All right. Some would also say, right? Some would also say the middle class or the wealthy are the main sector of people that open their mouth to complain about this, to complain about that, whether it is a minor inconvenience or what have you, okay? What have you. They feel comfortable enough to speak up and complain. But yet again, people who struggle, okay? People who struggle don't even want to. They don't even want to speak about what it is that they're struggling with. It's like that whole thing. It's like that whole thing of like, keep your head down, okay? Keep your head down, get it out of the mud, right? Get it out the mud, or like pull yourself up from your bootstraps. It's a whole conversation, and I cannot get into it as much as I want to get into it because I actually have another channel where I actually go into topics very I go deeper into topics. This is not the channel for that, but it's very important because there's a point that I want to get on here, and there's a reason as to why I'm speaking about it on this channel specifically. So just follow me. Just follow me, just follow me. This is how I feel, right? The insensitivity, okay? The insensitivity of it all, whether it be food stamps or SNAP, whether it be retirement, whether it be healthcare, whether it be schooling. So much is happening in current times, especially today. I'm not gonna expand on what I mean by that specifically, but just know things are harder, or things are much more challenging than they have ever been in US history that I can recall. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but US history has seen some things in these modern times, okay? Oh, okay. Also, I failed to mention working wages, okay? Working wages. So can you say tone deaf? Huh? Like, call me Dora. But again, I say, can you say tone deaf? That's how he came off. That's exactly how he came off. Just imagine as a community, right? Just imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are as a community. I am specifically speaking as someone who has a little box, okay, or a little dot in the beauty community. Imagine how tired we are. Okay, so James was talking about like, hey, why don't you get a new job, or, you know, like basically do something for yourself type of thing, right? And then he said something about, don't quote me, I could be wrong, but he said something to the effect of, I can have a little 1% or a small ounce of respect for her as of like when it comes down to, you know, closed mouths don't get fed, but XYZ, yada, 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 yada. Let me tell you something, all right? I know someone very close to me who have been applying for jobs like nonstop, okay? All right, let's not talk about the people who apply for 50 jobs, 80 jobs, 100 jobs, 200 jobs. All right, and sometimes end up with no callbacks. All right, no callbacks, no interviews, or they have these things now where they're called like ghost interviews or something, or ghost calls. Well, they are a thing. Okay, they're a thing. It's something to that effect. A lot has been happening. All right, a lot has been happening. Okay, let's try to think about this a little bit from the perspective of people who have actually purchased tickets and things like that for trips, right? Tickets were purchased, arrangements were made, people were looking for their trips to actually go through, or like they were looking forward to their trips and whatnot. Like let's extend some empathy here. That's what I think is important right now. Empathy for sure. This is what I want to know. Okay, I want to know, are you tired? Are you tired of being in drama? Like, is James tired of being in drama? And when I say drama, okay, like you could be minding your business. Let's get that straight right now. You could be minding your business and people will still talk about you for whatever reason, whether they're miserable, whatever. I could go on and on about that. What have you? Okay, what have you? All right. I'm not talking about that kind of drama. You know, if you're watching this video and you're familiar with this topic and you simply are familiar with James Charles, okay? We're speaking of James Charles. If you are familiar with him, you know the kind of drama I'm speaking about. I'm not simply speaking about those who mind their business and people still find a way or a will or a way to put their name in some mess. Girl. Okay, so then he ended up giving an apology. I think it was a day after. Was it a day after? I think he gave an apology a day after on TikTok or something like that.
Posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video was basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before, and it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid, and I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message applying for jobs instead. This video was stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help.
And here's the thing. I think he did that because of how the audience responded. Yes. I said it. I think that he gave an apology because of how the audience or how people simply responded. Because had he been praised, okay, had he been praised for that, I think he would stand on it. He'd stand on it. Like, he'd be like, I'm 10 toes. Like, I'm 10 toes on what I said. However, again, because of the type of response he got, he made an apology video. So here's the thing. I might sound contradictory or I might sound hypocritical when I get ready to say this, but just listen, just hear me out. Just hear me out. But like, if you're going to apologize, let it be because you learned where you went wrong. You're wanting to learn, okay? You're wanting to learn where you went wrong from. You want to understand the people. You want to understand the people and their viewpoint and where they're coming from. Or if I didn't say it, simply how you're wrong. I say that to say this. I believe in giving people grace. I do. I believe in giving people grace. It's just, girl, if you're not showing grace yourself, I don't know. Again, I believe in giving people grace. It's just, if you are not showing grace, if you're not showing grace yourself, girl, I don't know, because I just feel like if you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell can you go? I'm just asking the questions here.
It's upsetting me in my home, girl, because we feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell could you go?
I just want to know. Like, I genuinely, if you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell can you go? You know, like, if you're not showing grace for yourself, why are you... Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, so let's let's talk about, all right, let's talk about what I really came here to talk about. Self-care during financial stress. What luxury, empathy, and self-care look like when people are struggling. When life feels overwhelming financially. Small acts, okay, like small acts, is the word Piquito, okay? Piquito acts, okay? Small acts of self-care still matter, okay? Small acts of care still matter. When I say small acts, all right, when I say small acts, I simply mean DIY, do-it-yourself acts, you know, like foot soaks at home, do like eyelash clusters, okay? Learn how to do your own hair, all right? So for simple foot soaks, you can easily get a bucket from the dollar store or the $1.25 store. I don't like how that has changed from the dollar store. But anyway, my point being, you can get a small bucket for your feet from the dollar store. Also, when it comes to your nails, you know, like learning how to do your own nails or getting some press-ons, you know what I'm saying? Or as far as, again, talking about learning how to do your own hair, just so that you get to know your hair and you get to know and have a relationship with your hair. And then also so that you can keep some hairstyles in rotation, all right? You can keep some hairstyles in rotation just so you feel good, okay? You feel good. Or, right, or financial struggles don't completely determine, okay? They don't completely determine how you feel about yourself. I don't know, like beauty alternatives like the beauty supply store, the dollar store. Also, right? Also, like instead of like going to get waxes, if you're used to going to get waxes, go to the dollar store or order where you can, or just go to very affordable stores. I think I mentioned the beauty supply store as well, and get some hair removal cream products, you know, get some hair removal cream products to remove those hairs, or shave. I know. Shaving gets a bad rep for some people. I don't, you know, neither here nor there. If it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, obviously do not do it. But just me simply offering some alternatives here, because at the end of the day, just remember that small acts of care, even if it's DIY care, they matter, all right? Because you matter. You deserve to feel good. You definitely deserve to feel good. Remember, okay? Remember, effort, okay? Effort, not perfection. At least over here on this channel, over here, Makeup Mental, effort, not perfection. And I implore you, you know, to also adopt that mindset as well. Effort over perfection, or simply effort, not perfection. That brings me to the end of this video. I have a few questions, just a few questions. One, how do you feel about this overall situation? DIY self-care. How do you feel? How do you feel about DIY self-care? Do you do DIY self-care acts? What do you specifically do for affordable acts of self-care? Comment down below. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if they give you, all right, if they give you the option to hype this video up, hype it up, just so that you are helping this woman, okay? You're helping this woman and you're helping this channel here. All right, until next time.